2,000 euros net. The system tells you, focus on the top line number. Reality is, if you don't realize the extraction rate of the system you're living in, it's like pouring water into a broken pipeline. Meaning, let's take this baseline number into 3 new cities, highly requested by you, and we'll realize if this is enough to make a living. Hello fellow wealth seekers, and welcome back to another installment of your favorite series Living on 2K across Europe. We take it to Manchester first. For the longest time, a small alternative to London, lively, vibrant. The housing crisis unfortunately moved up from an oversaturated south and reached the north of England. For a one-bedroom apartment near the city centre, you would look at £1,000, that's almost 1.2k euros. Meaning you would be forced to share an apartment for a start at this salary. Then you have the council tax, you have food and transportation, which is ultimately very high at 800 euros altogether. And going out for a pint and maybe a gym subscription would already put you in debt. That is extremely difficult to make it here. You would need to be in the suburbs or again sharing a room and basically not going out, not enjoying life, let alone deploying any capital to accumulate real wealth. Let's now take it to Naples. Napoli is a very vibrant young city. Unfortunately, the job market is quite depressed and has been for the past decades. What the true advantage is bringing a remote salary as a nomad or a freelance in this economy. Because with 2,000 euros, reality is your margin would be very, very high. 600 for a one-bedroom apartment, just avoid the city center, which is over touristic, and only 500 more or less for food, transportation, utilities, all very contained and obviously Mediterranean quality, and 120, 130 to basically enjoy some decentralized social life in the streets, basically, where reality is there's so much happening, a lot of markets, and you could find a couple of things to do every single week. Reality is you are bringing a margin of around 850 a month. So there's room for traveling, for emergencies, to deploy 400 to 500 to the capital markets each month. It is true acceleration here. Lastly, Bucharest. Eastern Europe is rapidly digitizing and becoming more appealing while maintaining their price advantage, albeit with a soaring inflation over the past years. So this is an opportunity for 2025, 2026, potentially not as much over the next couple of years. Listen closely, with 450 you can still find a one-bedroom apartment, just not in the city center, but again, utilities, transportation, food, this is all very convenient, well distributed, and specifically transport is highly subsidized. So you would need to add 350 more to that. And with 120, including going out and a gym subscription, you would have a baseline lifestyle expense. That means that you would bring home net over 1,000 euros of margin. Easily to deploy capital, easy to set aside for emergencies and travel, or to splurge a little bit more and increase your lifestyle expenses. All in all, a very good deal. So you see, the good old complaint of life is too expensive is only true based on your lifestyle and your geographical coordinates. Audit your position today, understand where you are squeezed into debt and where there's true margin for acceleration and compounding. I hope this was helpful. Let me know where we should fly next. Leave a comment and show some engagement and retention, which is all the algorithm cares about these days. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next session. European Wealth Lab out.